I've had quite a lovely day, to be quite honest. I had a day off work, so I went out and took some photos. And we had glorious weather for this time of year. It really was. I mean, not exactly clear blue skies, but we did have some moments. And just nice to be warm for a change. Not hot, but warm. So, yeah, all in all, things have been going well. I'm starting a little bit early because I'm always waiting for the notification, which we've just got here, to tell me that we're live. And so I thought I'd give us a little bit of time to catch up before it goes. So, how are you all doing? I hope you've all been keeping well. I mean, the week itself, even though it was a short week, it still went even quickly, quicker than expected. So I was just wanted to finish off a few things before starting on a new project, and that, it wasn't stressful. It just gave it a really nice pace to the week, and then ended up in the office yesterday with some of my colleagues. So it was just lovely, really. But anyway, this I am back to
So,
Cyberpunk
you got the book?
2077.
You got my Eddies?
As I says, V, I am a serious man. Amount is agreed. All yours.
I'm not going to try it because I actually read this.
Thanks a bunch.
So
Don't mention it.
there's no point
It's
haggling
money
on that
well
one.
deserved.
That's cool. But yeah, because last time I did this, I gave a few hints and tips on taking pictures, but then I watched a video from a lady, and I'm not going to mention her, simply because she doesn't do photography or virtual photography videos. She does gaming videos, and it was that long ago that I watched it. If I'm honest, I don't remember her name, and I am truly sorry for that, because it really gave some very, very good pointers, which I'm going to share with you guys. So first things first, this wasn't what she shared with me. It's just something that I know about. So I am going to fast travel to here. Well, I want to fast travel to there. Oh, I might want to fast travel to there, actually. So, I've got that marked out. I'm right by a fast travel. Geil. But yeah, I almost didn't stream today, actually. I was contemplating having the day off. I mean, I'm not exactly tired, but I was a couple of weeks ago, and thought, well, what one of my viewers suggested I have a week off, and I rather like the idea. I mean, it's not like I'm playing a series anyway. I'm just playing random games. So, while I have the whole week off, because I'm off next week, I might as well have a... let's just turn that off. No, I'm not going to turn that off. I'm pretty sure it's here I need to fast travel to. Is it? Well, I'm so close. Oops, fool. So close, I might as well just go to where I want to go to. Scan that thing. But yeah, so I'm probably going to do that next week. Just have a bit of a break. You know, I've spent pretty much the whole day doing photography, and I'm still happy to do it again in this game. I mean, it's slightly different because there's a lot of things you can do in this photo mode that I cannot do in real life. Ah, they're above me. Okay. I may have already done this, or did I do it in a different save? Actually, what character am I? Oh, I'm her. Okay, I've got loads for this one. It's been a while since I played this. So yeah, I don't actually care about that one because I've done more of them on another game. Where is it? I think it's here where I need to go. We'll soon find out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to travel there, and then I'm going to make it nighttime. Because really, that's what I need to demonstrate the thing that I learned. I mean, there's the universal things that she mentioned that you can do in other games that have grenades. There's a hint there. So you can use those as light sources or action in the background just by throwing a grenade and either turning around before it goes off, or as you can in this game, pose your character. Now this is a nice bit of negative space for that poster, but I know from experience, if I focus on it... Oh! Huh. Normally when you focus on these things, oh, excuse me, they disappear. Oh, they did disappear. And that's not really... well, neither of them are really an appropriate thing to stick on Instagram. I know there are many who could probably point out a few things that are far worse on Instagram, but it's what I'm happy posting. He says posting some suggestive, not quite nudes of this exact character and getting told off for it. So I had to take that post down. But that was very artistic and you couldn't actually see anything. And far less than what you can see on some of the posts on Instagram. But yeah, it's just not something I need to do. Those sort of very, very suggestive posters. Great for in-game, no issue with it whatsoever. But that's kind of nice. And I've lost it. Don't look. Do it again. Same pattern, please. It's not quite right. Just noticed what's on her t-shirt. Let's maybe drop it down a little bit. And then we'll field of view it. And what I'm looking for actually is some negative space for her. I'm quite happy for the hat to blend in. In fact, I'm using it to line up with the line of the bridge there. This is going to be take some wrangling. So I'm quite happy for that to line up, but the water is acting as negative space for this lady. Can I get that to work? No, it did need to be that deep. Okay, so we are going to rotate. Try and get around that. I'm actually... Okay, I'm in as far as I can that way. Because I want to have her feet in there. I'm going to... Okay, I need to do it this way. So what I'm trying to do is fill the frame. For those who are interested, I'm putting the upper right third, as it will be when this is rotated, to her eye. So I'm going to turn her autofocus off. Let's find her. She is there. That lines up fairly well. Aperture, I'm going to reduce. No. I want a little bit more detail behind her. About there. And that's hide. HUD. Yes. This is just a warm-up shot after all. So, we are going to skip time. We're going to go to about 8, I think. Confirm. And we are going to turn off the lights. It is quite foggy, so that's completely negated that. Unless I've just made it daybreak. I think I may have just made it daybreak. I did, because I'm a fool. Okay, so I want to go to about here. It's been a while since I played this game, so please excuse me. So yeah, it's nice and dark here. Quite moody. This lady's still here. And I like that. So, I'm going to get the right angle, if I can. Let's do depth of focus first. I mean depth of field first. Make sure she is perfectly... Which I don't think she is. I think this needs to come much closer. There we are. So that's nice and sharp. We're going to work on the rotate. A good old 90. And that just clears up the image actually quite nicely. I'm going to go in a little bit more. Maybe not. Maybe out. No, we are going to go in a bit more. No, there's no way of doing that. So we're going to use the buildings as sort of borders. So the buildings in that tree as a sort of border. So keep it as it is. Well, let's just have a look. Oh, fudge. He says that and actually likes it. That's pretty good. So it's a really strong Bocker in the background, but she's beautifully detailed. The light from her phone is really nice on the face. So that's our first nighttime pick. So let's choose somewhere dark. So basically what this does is turns off all the street lights. So you've got your advertising and this Aurora Borealis, but the lights, main lights are off. And if you're wondering, so I'm in, oh, what's it called? WB, Westbrook. Is it? Westbrook, sorry. And it's the second main bridge across. Actually, the third. Terribly sorry. But if you look for this area here, it is just on this corner. And the reason I want that is to be able to do some interesting lighting and just to demonstrate the thing I was alluding to that I'd learnt from that video. So I'm going to use this character here. And what you do, you want it in action, and those are cool, but I am going to just do a nice stand-in gun. Muzzle flash on. You can see where I'm going with this. So let's line this character up first for somewhere interesting. So a little bit of a frame about there. Get her central, and the reason I'm doing it central is that I am about to zoom right in. Don't worry about how she looks right now, although is that her eyes closed? I think her eyes are closed but also coming through, so this may not be a good example. Let's rotate it. Yeah, something very strange is going on with her eyes. So about there is a nice space for her. Let's just put ourselves out of our misery. Let's have a good detail on there. And then back to the pose, because what we want is the character, so your character out of shot, and that, the further away, softer the light. And you can adjust it with close and far. So this is going further away from the screen. This is coming closer to the screen. And you can really use this to sculpt the lighting. And you can even rotate it as well. I mean, I quite liked it far away. Maybe about there. Let's have a look. I think that's about right. So let's get that picture. So there's just a raindrop going across her eye as well, and I think that's kind of nice. And other things you can do is, so that's assault rifle, that's precision rifle, revolver, shotgun. This is making very little difference, but there are subtle ones. But one of these, I'm pretty sure, is blue. Now some of these are also quite low down as well. So with that one, you could probably move her a little bit closer, because she is completely out of shot. But you can also raise your character up or down to get an interesting lighting. And looking at that, I do want to move it closer to the left. Try and get that half and half. I can't remember what the term is. Lighting. So if anyone does know, please put it in the comments. I actually think that's a much better light. And all that with one pause on a NPC. I'm not even posing myself. Now, for yourself, and this is something that I did in my old stream of this, is, oh god, I really should remember these. Just having your character close to a light source, because again, you can move them around, which affects the level of the lighting. Have them further away. I mean, this is a particularly harsh light. So have it like that, and then I can move to this way. Now I like how the light is on her eyes. I think that's quite striking. I am going to work on the aperture a little bit. Now, that's another thing. If you're doing portraits and you've got like a 1.4 aperture lens or something really, really low, make sure the eyes are in focus. It doesn't matter if the nose is, but if the eyes are, you've got it nailed. Because really, that's what we care about as humans. See, and this is pretty much a demonstration of it. If you look, her nose is just slightly out. I mean, that's on 4, which is a little bit odd. So I am going to increase the aperture. Might still a little bit harsh, that light. So let's get a further... Oh, Get her further away from it. A little bit to the right. This time I think I'm going to have to use field of view. Not that much. So I'm not using the rule of thirds, so I'm filling the frame. If I suppose you could argue I am, because she's on the right hand third. So she's looking into more space than she has. You can even go very extreme and do it like this. Something like that. In fact, I probably will go something like that. So that's quite a nice light. I need to just do depth of field again. So yeah, I think that's quite a nice picture. You got the tower behind her, which serves as a nice contrast against the peak of the cap. It's a little bit of an interesting feature. She's, you know, you set in the scene, you've got nice clouds behind her. You can go for more negative space. Don't like that light at the top, so let's get rid of that because it's just a bit too distracting. Move that along a bit. Go down, so I like that angle. I lost it. About there, I think it was. Darn those lights. But yeah, so that's an idea you can do for yourself. Other things that you can do is, let's find something a little bit softer, most likely one of these in this game. And it's a very, very popular look to go for. Spider-Man did it brilliantly. So if you're going for your own character, I'm not going to pose it or anything, I'm just demonstrating. Probably a bit more headroom. And let me see now. Here are backgrounds. So you've got these cool ones, but you've got dark ones as well. I think there is just a straight out black. That's what I was hoping for, but it looks like 3 is that one. That's a very strange effect. Where is she? That's odd. Depth of field. Oh. You don't really need depth of field, but she had a really strange sort of pixelated look in this. She still does. Okay, ignore me then. That is not a suitable background, but you can do cool ones. But I really didn't like those. That's quite interesting. Well, while we're down here, I mean, quite a lot of this, taking pictures in this game is just waiting. And it really isn't that dark, so you've got a bit of a time to wander around. I was going to say no one pays attention to the pelican crossings or zebra crossings or whatever you want to call them, but to be quite honest, when I'm driving in this game, I don't. Ooh, actually, damn, wrong one. Hang on. Where is it? No, okay. This isn't good. I don't need that one. What save was it? Nocturne. Oh, I think I've done that one. Dog eat dog. Them to spellbound. Happy, but spellbound I think isn't the right character. The only one I know definite is Who Wants to Live Forever. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, Nocturne is the last one I did. So we'll select that one because there's something I need to show you. Something that I absolutely love. After the last time playing this game on stream telling you, oh yeah, don't drive, don't fast travel, walk everywhere. What have I done within the first 5 minutes of this game? Fast travelled, and now I'm about to drive. I'd like to say I'm a genuine person, but evidence says otherwise. But I have to show you this beauty. Like, oh my days, look at her. I am a little bit of a petrol head. And this little 911, I'm pretty sure it's a Carrera. You can understand why it was Johnny's favourite toy. And it is just so photogenic. So I don't need my character for this. I'm not going to use it for any special lighting or anything like that. I think it's a good setting here. So we're into, oops. Get some of that graffiti in, so we do the 90%. Gosh, it's so difficult getting used to a photo mode again. Because they all behave differently when you put it in the 45-degree angle. I mean 90-degree angle. And I am sorry for you guys actually, because it must look really strange on your phone having it like this. But it's a really good way of separating all the stuff you don't need out of the picture and to get an idea of what it will look in a portrait. So I want to increase the aperture, and that's not necessary. It's absolutely fine to have the back of the car out of focus, but I want a little bit more of the city in there. So we're going to make sure that front is pin sharp, and then increase this to about 13. Let's have a look at that. I actually feel no, that is about as far as it will go. So I've got a bit of graffiti on the road. The car is pretty much halfway in the slap bang middle of the picture. I give it a bit more space though, somewhere to go into. Not that much, because that bollard looks a bit strange. No, actually, let's just get rid of that bollard altogether. That's quite a nice picture. And this is a really, really good game for action shots. And it's really simple. Get fairly close to a vehicle and pause it with you just a little bit out. Something like that. Maybe a bit more. Let's have a look. And what I'm doing is using the vehicle as a leading line. I mean, I'm going to do the depth of field, and therefore it will most certainly be easy to work out what you're meant to be focusing on. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I may drop it down a bit to use that as the leading line. No, don't like that. Because I'm not too keen on this wing mirror, you see. But I might actually use that for framing. That's kind of cool. Don't need this much on the left-hand side. So again, I'm going to rotate it. Actually, no. I'm not going to do that to you guys. Oh! I'm not even going to take the picture. Terribly sorry. Wrong button. Because I can always crop it. I mean, the resolution on these games are so high. Okay, I am having such a moment. I've gone down the wrong road. I've trashed my car. So, not really going to be taking pictures of it like this. I'm just going to run round the corner and call it again. But that was incredibly embarrassing. And it wasn't even that good a picture in the first place. But yeah, I just want to get far enough away that it has to load the car back in. Because even though I didn't actually trash it, it's probably just a couple of scratches. I don't want that on the car when I'm taking pictures of it.
There's always next year.
And she's still a bit broken. Okay. We need to go a little bit further. And I fancy a bit of a walk around and explore anyway, so that doesn't matter. That was a photo I missed. I think that would have been cool. I like this stairwell. So I'm probably... And I'm sorry to do it to you guys, but I'm just going to wait here for a moment. I mean, that's your typical street photography thing. Or... what I can do, hopefully, is do it this way. It doesn't matter that he's not perfect. That's a little bit... I like the walls to be straight. So that's what I'm aiming for at the moment. Actually, the floor being straight is probably more important. Something like that was the original picture. And we need him a little bit to the right. Do I need his leg in the light? Quite happy with that. I think I'm going to turn depth of field off. Turn it back on. Increase it to 11.5. Autofocus off. Bring it a bit closer. Not that close. I just didn't particularly like the stairwell being too out of focus. I'm quite happy with the rubbish at the bottom. I would prefer it not to be there, but I'm still quite happy with that. Still not 100% sold on this picture. I want a bit higher. Something like, let's have a look. So he's in the background. No, this is going to be a portrait image. So I'm not fussed about the left-hand side. I'm not too fussed about the right. I am a little bit fussed about that distance. There we are. Because that was a bit fuzzy. That is nice and crisp and clear. Let's get rid of that. Let's stop talking. Let's get the picture. I tend to take pictures of NPCs, and when I'm not streaming and it's my time, I'm quite happy to just set up the scene, wait for something, grab the old Rubik's Cube, and then wait for...
Hello, good sir.
Hello, good sir. How are we doing? I take it that's you, Ainley? It is, my guy.
How have you been?
Yeah, I've been really well. I had today off. So I spent the day just taking pictures, walking around, so that was really nice. I would say I woke up late, but I woke up late for a Friday, so that's not too bad. How about yourself? You had a good week?
Glad to hear that.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, just what I needed, because I've got next week off as well. But I had an extra day to take off, so I took today. And we've actually had nice weather. It was warm. It wasn't raining. And there were some times where it was clear skies as well. So, yeah, genuinely really nice.
I'm a bit tired, but I did pass the test I had, and that means I passed on class for the whole year.
That's fantastic. Well done. Haha, you legend. Well, that must be a weight off your mind. Oh, these two are just in the way. That would have been a great picture. But it is good that you can relax a little bit now that that's done.
Thought it would be something hard. It was a simple program in Python to count words in a string.
Oh, really? Oh, my days. That's absolutely fantastic. Well within your abilities, so you must have absolutely aced it. See? Told you you're smart. Right. You may be wondering why I'm making this dark, and in fact I don't actually need to. I'm going to drop the highlights because they're just a little bit blown out. So something like that is what I'm going for. Let's take that shot.
I actually struggle a bit. I forgot all the built-in functions.
Oh yeah, and then all the libraries that are downloaded and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still learning it, so I'm not much help on that side. But you managed it though, that's the main thing. Well, let's change this to headphones. Might as well. 3D
Exactly.
headphones.
Used rejects at the end.
Ah, yeah. I mean, you know that I hate regex, but they do work. Well, no, it's unfair to say I hate regex. I really struggle with regex. But once the ones that I wrote and made sure are as universally usable as possible, they're fantastic. They're really, really reliable. And yeah, I've absolutely spammed them. 100%. Wherever I need a date or a currency or a percentage, I can pull that out of anything, any string. There is most definitely a story here. Oh my gosh. So you working this weekend, or are you having a bit of a break?
There is a split function to split a string with multiple separators, like
Hmm.
split with question mark and stuff.
Oh yeah, because it's something we do in Blue Prism. Is you just get it to split via a space. So the actual character space, which I think is character 32 from
I don't
memory.
know actually. The waiter is bad, so probably not.
Oh right. But I don't know how to do it in Python.
Why is there no people? Like, Sergeant Dobbs is a dog. I know.
But the in Blue Prism, it's a bit of code that was written and I use it. I don't actually know how it does it, but now you said that, I'm kind of curious and may want to load up and actually look at the code itself. I think it's in C# though. So I quite like that. So again, I'll get rid of myself. Get a better angle on it.
There is a built-in function to split in Python, but it's only possible with one separator at a time. With
Uh-oh.
regex it's one split function for m.
Yeah. Or you could use S or S star, but any white space effectively. So /s in
For
regex.
example dot, space, question mark, etc. at once.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. So I would use, like in regex, I'd use the /s. In Python, I suppose. Oh, how would I do it in Python? I would. Oh, I don't know if you. I don't know how to do it. I don't think I've got that far. Because really, you'd want to. Well, you can't do it as a table. But either way, yeah.
You could use a loop to loop through all the separators, and in each loop you split it with something else, but that would be annoying.
Or you could just loop through it via the separators and count and put a count within that loop as an action. That may be a possibility. In fact, that probably would be a good way of doing it. Okay, so I want that as the main feature, but unfortunately I don't really like the angle on it. So we'll use the tree as the main feature on this. And let's get this cityscape. But either way, you did it. So that's absolutely spot on. And did you carry on with the C#?
Yes sir, I'm glad I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. You're gonna totally ace this. You really are.
Yes I did, had one C class today.
And what did you think? You glad you made that decision? Oh.
Don't know yet. Too early to tell, I think.
Fair. Oh, you look too cool not to take a picture of.
There could be some difficult structures that are taught in first year that I'm gonna need to use before they teach Ito to me.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, that's why you're there. You're there to learn. They will give you everything that you need to know. But I have every faith in you, Ainley. I know you're going to absolutely smash this. And as I said to you last week, it is a really good language. It's still valid. Might as well have a little collect of a few things. I have to go into the... Wow. Wow. That's a bit brutal. Wow. I forgot about this game.
Yee. But the problem the C is second year class and in first year, so I might need something in C before it's taught to me in different class.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, that's the thing, is it's a head start, isn't it, this course? So, it's... You know, they're not going to kick you out if you struggle on this one. Whereas, as you said, next year they will, so it will give you a great head start on it. And you may find that at some point in this year, it will just click. You'll just understand it. Very soon. But yeah, you just need to learn the structures. And I'm the same with Python. I don't really understand it too much. I keep... and I think that's because I keep trying to think of it in the same way as I do Blue Prism, which isn't really a language. Oh. Ooh. Okay, so 7A 5 5 7A 5 5 no. So I'll go there. So 7A 5 5 Oh, fudge. BD. I see. BD. There we are. Ooh, can I go in there? No. Still picking up everything. Yeah, I did C++, and if I'm honest, I don't remember any of it. But I truly struggled with it. But from what I understand, C# is a much better language. And as I say, it's still being used now. Yeah, if you're interested in going down the contractor route, you can command a fair chunk of change for doing that. I'm going through that drink way too quickly. But yeah, I'm still thinking about what to play, what game to play through on the stream. So I'm going to have next week off, I think. and then start a new game. Because I don't think I'd do Astrobot, because I still like to do my photography. But
Take all the break you need.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't really need a break, but you put the idea in my head and I really like it. So I will do that. And it's not like I'm disappointing millions of viewers or anything like that. It's generally yourself and Richard. I mean, I have had some good videos, but I think it was more people checking out because of the game and then seeing that I take pictures and then they just disappear. I actually get my character in here. About there. Liked that rotation before. Get him a bit further out. Something like that. Depth of field off. No, on. Autofocus off. That I liked. Increase that slightly. And let's get that shot. Might actually drop that down a bit. Is that too much? That's too much. No, we'll stick with that original one. But yeah, I don't think many people will miss it. So it'd be good to have a bit of a break. Come back with a renewed vigour and 100% committed to whatever game I decide to play. Because as I say, I've got the Just Cause, I've got oh my gosh, what was that one? I've completely forgotten. Enchanted, is it? No. That was
Finish Days Gone with those lovely zombies.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, they just no. I would love to be able to.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, that's the one. Thank you. But yeah, no, I just no. I don't know what it is. Well, I don't know why I can play games with zombie-like things in it, but actual zombies, they no. And it's a shame. I mean, yes, I did find it a very difficult game, but I really didn't mind that. And I did get some good pictures. I thought they were very well, like, animated and drawn zombies. I think they did a fantastic job, but they did too good a job. Just no. Sorry, mate. Here she is.
I'll be right back. My
Oh,
mate needs some help with the homework.
yeah, no problem at all, mate. Absolutely fine. I will entertain myself with rag around a Porsche and taking pictures. This one will most likely be a 2x3 landscape. I don't know why I did that. Gnarly dude. Um, I'm quite happy with the aperture on it. I think that I do need to drop the highlights a touch. I'm going to increase the exposure and the contrast. Autofocus just a little bit closer. So just on the side of the car. It doesn't matter because I don't need the character to be in focus. Going to increase the aperture massively. Going to lift my mic so I can cough. Excuse me. So I wanted to have the skid marks as a feature in this, but I don't like the angle. Whereas something like that, so the center of the image is still on the skid marks, so the background is the Porsche itself. I'm gonna just tilt that around so it's on the tire as well, on the top right. Again, it's going to be a 2x3, and let's just get that picture. And yeah, I'll most likely take many, many pictures of the Porsche and run over a policeman as well. I think with the police, as long as you don't hit them or kill anyone, you pretty much got carte blanche. It's like traffic lights are nice to use. But not essential.
You know, I could have made a cup of tea in the time you took to take the picture. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Yeah, 100%. It's like with a real camera. Because with my camera, I set the aperture, I set the ISO, I set the shutter speed, and then zoom and all that. Like animals, how wildlife photographers take pictures, I genuinely don't know. They must be insanely quick. Although I did get a really good picture of a robin today. But anyway, dude, how you doing, bro? Hope you're keeping well. The weekend is upon us. I would quote human traffic, but I have no intention of doing any of those things. I think it's time to do a really, really long slide. Woohoo! I wouldn't say I'd be any good at it, but that's what I fancied doing. I wonder if you can do power slides in this.
Hello, buddy, how are you?
I
I'm
am.
fine, thanks. Glad it's the weekend.
Yeah, my guy. Have a bit of a lie-in. Do whatever you want. It's gonna be good. But yeah, I'm doing alright, mate. I had today off, so I just walked around and took pictures. It was really nice. It was a lovely day weather-wise. I had a good day in the office yesterday. And again, it was nice weather, so we went for a walk around the lake on our lunch breaks, and that was really cool. I had a chat with my colleague who is also a streamer, but not on this channel. He's Supersonic. So that was kind of cool. And yeah, got a week off. Kind of cool. Looking forward to that. Well, about there, I think. Definitely want Arasaka in that. So let's get that angle. Probably drop down a bit. Increase the angle. Because this one is my guy. And there is sort of a
It
link.
was good sunny but slightly fresh.
Oh, most certainly, but I've got a big coat on. And I'm wearing one of my favourite sweatshirts. So it's Bruce Lee as a skateboarder, which I think's cool. So yeah, I didn't particularly get that cold. It was quite nice. Yeah, it's odd. I don't normally wear things with designs on because I feel like I've outgrown that. But I absolutely love this sweatshirt. And I bought it when I was young enough to have designs and slogans on my t-shirts. Like this. I am going to go with that shot. Probably a bit further.
Yeah, it is cool.
Thank you, my guy. Yeah, there's a brilliant stall in the Oxford market, the indoor market, that has loads of things like this. And, you know, you've got to be a bit geeky to appreciate them, but I absolutely love them. Now, you may be wondering why. Well, you're probably not wondering why, but the reason I'm not focusing on the front of the car, so I'm leaving that quite blurred, is because, quite frankly, I planted it in a building, so it's not going to be pretty. And the way to repair it is to drop it off, go for a walk, and when you're far enough away, call it to you. And I'm on a motorway. Oh, I remember someone saying something about a camel in an eye of a needle. And I am not achieving it too well. That's a proper slide. Needs dropping down. I'm sorry, I love my car. I am going to take loads of pictures. That's just a thing. Actually, let's just check out the front of the car. Oh. Autofocus off. It's not that bad, actually. And then get rid of that. And then just wait for the ceiling to go to the one I liked, which was that one. That's the beauty of taking pictures. You can make it look like you've just done the most awesome move.
Is it 911?
What's that? That's a 911, yeah. And I'm not an aficionado. I don't know too much, but it's got the ducktail on the back, which I think is the Carrera. But yeah, it's a absolute beaut. So the character that lives in my head, that's played by Keanu Reeves, is this is his car when he was alive. So I am just taking it out to take some pictures. And now I'm going to just park up here because I'm a good citizen, honestly. Let's get out. And I may actually be exactly where I want to be. No, I'm not. Oh, let's go down here. But yeah, this game is Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I'm not sure if you were watching my streams when I last played this one online. In fact, it may not have been on this platform. But I learnt a few things after making that, so I thought I would redo the stream, show you a few things that I have learnt. There's a little secret in this game. Well, I say secret, it's on YouTube. You can find it out. But there's a way to turn off all the street lights. So I've shown how to do that. And there's a really good way of introducing lighting into this game. Which if I find a cool character, I will demonstrate. Like this guy. Who's got the most major swagger. That's kind of cool. And also he has a samurai shirt on, so he's our guy. I'm going to put the focus on him. I am going to go right in for our guy.
Was this the one with the scrapped Death Star in it?
That's the one! Yes! You did see it. Yeah, I remember you commenting now. But yeah, it's just a cracking game. So action, we want... with an assault rifle we'll go with. That is on. And I am going to rotate a little bit to the right. Go a bit closer to him. About there. And we're going to move away a tad. So what I'll end up with is I'm probably going to do a 2x1 portrait, so a really close crop on him, and that should... Sorry, it was just he had legs coming out of his hands, so I'll move him that way. Something like that, I think. But yeah, quite a close crop. It doesn't matter that the flash is so close to him because of the background is so blown out. But I think that's quite a cool image. I think I like the haze. I like the mirrored roof, or ceiling, sorry. And I've just added a little bit of light to the cheeks, the neck area. So with a decent crop, that should come out as a good picture. And you can get guns that have a blue flash. So you can incorporate those and use those as light sources as well, which is really cool. But yeah, this is a great game for just exploring and taking pictures. Kill you with one shot, mate. Do not give it. But me just doing that would make some very, very boring viewing. So I am going to do some missions and take pictures on the way. So we've still got an hour left. I'm going through my water like no one's business. But I want nice weather this weekend, so I'm not going to complain about the heat. Not that it is actually hot. As you said, it was a little bit fresh. Oh.
Some nomads tried to run some biz in my district. So the Tinos taught them a lesson. A painful one. The nomads came to me. You let them straighten things out. Spec attached.
Oh. Oh, hopefully they didn't want me to be quiet. It's not exactly my strong point. That's some cool graffiti. Oh, hello. Okay, there's absolutely no point turning the cameras off. They know where I am. Not that it particularly makes a difference, because I'm just going to one-shot them. That's it, I went through all that stealth and I looked in the window. Oh well. C'est la vie. Oh, what have they done to that? Oi. Poor little thing. Was that carbon fibre? Oh my days, that's a bit swish. Actually. Get rid of my character. For now. Like the shells. So I'm going to have that on the top right third. I am going to bring him back actually. I am going to get him right to left. I may even use correct English. So I'm going to get him out of the way. Definitely want that on. Rotate this way. Probably get him further back and to the right. Oh, I was wondering why I couldn't quite tell the effect of what I was doing. But there, need a much better, much wider aperture, and the reason I'm doing that is because there's a sort of, if you look, there's like a blurring and around the shoulders. So I just do it until that disappears, and that gives me an idea of where the aperture needs to be. She has very interesting eyes. I'm going to take that picture because I like the bullets in the air. I can get them better, actually. Not quite.
Public health warning. Getting shot can seriously ruin your day. Face with tears of joy.
100%. Right, let's zoom in. I mean, to be fair, she's about to have a seriously bad headache. That's kind of cool. I liked the eyes, but not that good a picture. Whereas something like that, and I want a little bit more that way. That's too extreme. Something like that. And that may even just be a square picture, we'll see. But anyway, bye-bye. Obviously that guy's from the Bronx. If you didn't hear what he said, I'm not going to repeat it. I have got this channel set
She
for...
wearing Lennon-style sunglasses.
Yeah. But I liked the red eyes, the irises. But yeah, she most certainly was not about love.
Come on up.
Alright, buddy. I have pretty much just stuck to the same guns most of the way through this. I'm not 100% sure how I ended up with Johnny Silverhands, but I'm rocking it. Don't need that. Random. Oh, love. You're all gonna die. Well, I'm very curious what one. Oh! This one's set on fire. Alright. We'll do that. But anyway. Let's do what we turned up for. Oh, I steal it. Okay. Do not mind if I do. Oh, I'm going to go that way. Okay, that makes more sense. Dora, it looks military, but it's just private military. I am pretty sure the police won't care. Miltech and those criminal gangs might have a different take on it, but generally I think we're cool. Just round about here. Sorry, dude. Where? Oh! How do I do this? Draw weapon, triangle. How do I?
That's a mean looking 4-4.
It's a beast, mate. Absolute beast. Like, it's not just a one-shot headshot. It takes chunks. It's the sort of thing where you could, if you were a good enough aim, you could put a hole in your neighbour's fridge. That sort of gun. Come on, then. If I could aim this thing, you'd be dead right now. Oh, you did.
You're gonna die quite soon.
So now they're dead, I should be able to just... Oh, how do I put my gun away? There we are. Let's just drop this thing off, nice and quiet like. Not sure how the police will feel about this, but I'm going this way.
Units, emergency backup requested in Haywood.
Oh, dagnamit.
Like any other. Roger, dispatch.
Code 0. I repeat, code 0 in this area. All units resume normal duties.
Yeah, that's what we like. Job done. Can remember how to get out of the car. No garage is fully equipped without a calendar, something like that. But, oh, this game is absolute photographer's dream. Alright, Padre.
Sublime.
Well, thank you. Raise it a little bit. Something like that. I'm quite happy with. Get rid of my character. Get rid of depth of field. Because I'm going to be cropping it. No, I do want that feature in there. Rise it up a bit. Now it's just a matter of getting the right angle so it looks good. Like that.
nomads are grateful for your help. Contract closed.
Thank you, Padre. But yeah, dude, I won't be streaming next week. I'm taking next week off. And hopefully, by the time I come back, I will have thought of a game to play. Like to the next series. That's the plan. Oh, really want to nick that. So many questions. Oh, leave those guys to it. I can take them out, but I don't really need to. I'm going to have a bit of an explore. Okay, maybe not. Didn't quite work according to plan, that one. Oh, sorry, love. I'll just go this way. Because, yeah, there are areas where you can climb onto roofs and get good shots. Oh, they're still there. Oh. And now I understand why they're still there. But yeah, they do have some beautiful cars in this game. But yeah, dude, how's your week, by the way, Rich? I hope it weren't too bad.
How about a thank you? How about you fuck off?
I'm not going to meet Hanaka.
Yeah, why not just take it easy and chill out, smiling face with smiling eyes, thumbs up.
That's what I'm thinking. Just a good bit of R&R. No, don't care about politicians. We're going to do this one. Track job, please. You know when you turn a corner and you just didn't want to go that way? They were built like tanks. Granted, more muscle doesn't generally mean it's going to stop a bullet, but it's still a fight I didn't want to have.
It was not bad, got better when the sun came out.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It just makes everything better, the sunshine. That's it. It's like in winter, I don't mind the cold. It's the grey that gets me. There's no leaves on the trees or anything, so there's no colour. And then when the sky is just grey for most of it, it just does my head in. Ooh, for the virtual photographers, if you ever watch this, really handy thing to know is in photo mode, the children disappear. So if you wanted to isolate a character and a kid walks into the shot, you don't need to worry about it whatsoever. They will never appear in the images. Sorry to change the subject, but it is a very useful thing to know. Because in the early days I did lose quite a few shots because it was just the kid was annoyingly in this shot. And I didn't actually discover they disappeared until I saw one playing hot scotch. And I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of innocent. Nice picture. Tried to take the image. And as you can see, they don't show. Oh, am I going to be able to do this? Sort of. Sort of. So I got this character isolated. going to focus on her. And the only reason I'm focusing on her is because of the light and dark. She's a little bit blown out, so let's drop those highlights a tad. You can always raise everything later on. Is there saturation in this? I'm going with no, but I can sort that out later on. And let's just take that shot. And again, there may be some clever cropping on this. I'm not sure. But I certainly didn't want that guy in there. Can drop down. Maybe do it like that as well. Let's get rid of my guy. No, definitely did want that angle. Right, let's carry on. But yeah, let's say I don't mind the cold. I don't mind the hot. I've taught myself to not really care about them. But yeah, it's just months of grey. That's what gets me. I mean, it's not too bad when you're a photographer. If you have those really flat skies, it's like light grey, but there's no fluctuation in it whatsoever. It is just flat grey. Then that's really good. If you find it like berries or something very vibrant colour, is a brilliant contrast against that sort of sky. But from a personal point of view, I need to see blue every so often. So yeah, totally get it, dude. I mean, ideally, I'd like to live in somewhere on the equator that maybe you get a few blue clouds every so often, but most of the time it's blue and hot. I would be happy with that. A place where it rains for about an hour and it's dry 15 minutes later. But being English, I'd probably moan about it all the time. About it being too hot. That's a cool stairwell.
I'd love to live on Crete.
Ah, mate, yeah. Actually, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Mediterranean food, so you know it's good. Nice and healthy, nice and tasty. Nice and warm all the time. Yeah, that would be absolutely gorgeous. That would be better than the equator. Well, no, I don't. I'm terrible at geography. I don't know if it's on the equator, but it still sounds absolutely nice. I'm going to increase the aperture a bit. And take that picture. Excusez-moi. Yeah. Actually, somewhere Mediterranean sounds quite nice. And they have quite a laid-back life as well. Because you generally find the further north of the hemisphere you go, the more stressful life is. Or the faster pace life is. I do think this character, I see her around a lot. probably my favourite NPC.
Yeah, and sunny weather near enough all year round.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Stop sucking bastard! Fire my daughter, my little girl.
Yeah, I'm very food motivated, and put nice weather in the mix. I am a very, very happy bunny. What do I want? I want... maybe take cover. So we're going to go out a shot. I'm going to rotate... well, before we do that, I'm going to rotate it to about here. We're going to have him far away. So we've got a bit of light on Matey Boy here. No, this is not going to work. Oh, that's annoying. Let's go close. Yeah, not going to work. I'm too far away. Maybe like that. I mean, I'm going to go quite close in on Matey Boy. Let's see what we're doing here. Could probably...
It's in the Med, not far from Turkey.
oh, okay. Yep, not going to work at all. I think that's, as you say, pretty much sunny days every day. It will be hot, but it's not so hot that I couldn't acclimatise to it. Yeah, that'd be nice. Just need to become wealthy enough to live out the rest of my days there. That's cool. This is going to the music I'm listening to. But I've already got a picture of him, so we're going to move on. But yeah, they do have some awesome NPCs in this game. That would have been mahoosive. Oh my days. That looked like a prehistoric skull. That's cool. They do an estate.
Yeah, they do.
They do, yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah, isn't Gibraltar near there as well? Whoa. Probably could have jumped that. That would have been a cool picture. Alright. Russian roulette. Made it. See? Here she is again.
No, that's on the tip of Spain.
Oh, is it now? All right. See, I told you I was terrible at geography. I failed the exam because I couldn't find the room. This guy's normally cool. Nope, not the one I was thinking of. There's like a bum in this game, as the Americans call it, who he just looks like a bit of a wizard. So I always like taking pictures of him.
Haha, yeah, same here.
But you're really good at, well, I mean, you seem to know a lot of things, and you're really good at history and that sort of stuff. You know a lot more than I do. I mean, I spent months insulting a Canadian without realising it because I didn't know there was a Central America. I thought it was just North and South America. There I am slating American companies, and she was, I mean, she questioned it a few times, but never gave me any indication that actually I may have been wrong.
V,
Oi,
got
oi.
something for you. Don't know if you know, but once upon a time, this was Silverhand's.
Shouldn't have.
Fuck, Nancy just gets shit done. She just whispered Mikoshi in her ear. We'll be all set.
Hey, thanks for putting the gig together.
Please.
Oh, my drink
Harry couldn't
evaporated.
twiddle his own asshole without my help.
Silverhand was probably the same.
Huh, worse. At least Carrie did what I told him to do, kept out of my hair.
How you feeling ahead of the show?
Weird. Like, I'm about to pretend to be myself. Plus, Johnny's out. Never thought I'd say I missed the bastard. But I damn well do.
How about you tell me what happened with Henry?
Ancient history. Kept falling into all sorts of crap, then I'd have to dig him out.
You got tired of getting your hands dirty all the time.
All wrong. Managed to get him a gig with a decent band. Henry quit using, got his shit together. Things were going great, so he booted me out of his life.
Fair.
What happened next?
You get off on this sort of drama? He ditched me. Partied with his new pals for a month. Then they tossed him out because he started acting up again. Ran into him on the street. Total mess. Gonk even fainted for effect. A tug at my heartstrings.
What did you do?
Left him right there and made damn sure he couldn't find me again.
Fair enough.
Where's Carrie?
Should be here any minute. Told me you play really well. Better be true, because there won't be a dress rehearsal.
Deleuze Orphean. Remember that samurai graffiti?
Kinda did
in
this in
Haywood
the
where
wrong
paper
order.
Used to be?
Uh-huh. Got painted over a while ago, but yeah. Johnny was holding the Orphean there. Nice one.
Where'd you find it? It's like fresh off the shelf.
If I'm talking to someone who sounds like a Yank, I just ask what part of North America are you from?
Yeah,
Get too obsessed
but
at times,
what
gotta
we believe
respect
to
your
be,
hustle.
like, you know, the Americans, are Central Americans, like New York, Texas, Dallas, Chicago, California, stuff like that. Apparently that's Central America. That's not North America.
I'd worry
So,
more
yeah,
about
the
replacement.
Canadians,
Harry got
Alaskans,
grousing from cutthroat to
they're
Texas.
North Americans.
I know him. Seen him play.
But you are right. Ask them
Yeah,
where they're
good.
from. Safe bet.
He's fine. Just fine. You're the mystery dish here.
Pill time, just be discreet.
And if I start puking blood again,
Don't go making a scene. This is Carrie's big night.
got a feeling Nancy doesn't think I can keep up with them.
Well, she's right. Ready to thrash?
Let's do this.
Have fun.
And it means I can just sit here for a bit and be entertained as well. You never want to touch those things.
Let's motor.
There you are. This is Drowson from Cutthroat.
Hey, big fan, huge fan. You too? Got all their albums? I mean, I never
Chill,
dreamed that.
Joom. He's in the same boat as you. Want to talk to a star? Talk to me. Get that shaking under control. Think my shakes are the same. Or worse.
Crowd got you stressed, or is it me?
Fuck you.
And missed you too. All right, let's do this.
Oh, I actually think I do have to do stuff. Never got on with those tunings. None of these guys are old enough to know this band. Maybe that guy. Oh, he's cool.
Central America is Mexico, El Salvador, Guatemala.
Oh! Alright, fair enough. I really suck at geography. So I just apologise to a Canadian for no reason. And I just made that mistake on the internet as well. Who turns up to a gig with a VR headset on? Come on now, sir. Why not?
This sounds good.
It does, doesn't it? Proper tune. We're going for a solo. It actually does hit hard. That was a tune.
This is fucked up.
What is?
Actually, got pretty nervous for this thing. Felt like I had something to prove. To myself, to you, and whoever the fuck. But all I did was have a good time. That's it.
Get on, lad.
Want to do it again?
Huh? No. That was enough.
In that case, here. Take it. As a souvenir.
You sure?
Won't play without you. Just wouldn't be the same.
See what you're doing here. But I still plan on playing.
That's cool.
You want to hear a new... Johnny! Oh. He's gone, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, but he can still hear you.
Thanks, but not in the mood for hovering tables and voices from beyond the grave right now. Maybe you should hang on to this, actually.
Don't mind if I do.
You shouldn't have, really.
The very gun I tried to shoot Johnny with when he broke into my house.
Meaning, you tried to shoot me.
Yeah. And earlier... And never mind. Cool. Feel like I fell asleep and woke up 50 years later. Back to work then.
Get on, lad.
Take care, V. I'll be in touch.
Well, it wasn't so bad, was it? Too bad care's gone off.
Guess he had somewhere to be. Badly.
Probably
Sorry, just getting that shot.
writing a new song as we speak.
Isn't that what you wanted? To make him feel better?
Better, but not that good.
Johnny, don't
Dick.
ever leave me again. I can't live without you.
A little of that could go a long way.
Hope that's it for last requests.
Maybe. Now you get a chance to do what you will.
Gotta go talk to Hanako. Fast.
Okay, your choice.
We're not going to talk to Hanako.
Let's go.
That's the end of the game. And I'm pretty sure there are still plenty of side missions to do. Like this little one over here. Why is it not tracking? Strange. Well, let's leave this place and then try that again.
I mean, shit, never heard anything like it.
And you're not likely to again.
Fair. Call Nancy. She's just here.
Well, I do all right.
Too damn well. Got me wondering where Carrie's been hiding you all this time.
Wait a sec. Isn't this where Samurai played his first gig?
Oh, what a night. There's still legends about it. Music was so loud they had to replace all the windows. They made a new rule refusing service to new customers. There's a special on the menu just for samurai fans. Ribs a la Silverhand. Pricey, sure, but you won't stop licking your fingers.
Yeah, nah, I'm all good. Oh, it's nighttime. Decent. And I've turned all the lights off. Why am I walking so darn slowly? What is going on? So, let's do the phone. Even though I just spoke to her.
Oh, hey, V. You calling about something or just wanted to catch up?
The former. Found your job posting about Swedenborg Riviera on the net.
Oh, that. Wow. I completely forgot about that whole thing.
So, is it still going?
I mean, I still want to scroll a segment about it, so if you can find anything at all on Swedenborg, I'll pay you back in black caviar and champagne. But I doubt you'll find anything new.
It can't hurt to try, right?
Well, aren't you just bursting with a can-do attitude? Have it your way, then. I started looking into all this about a year ago, right after...
About there, I think. So I'm using the...
That's what I liked about Driver Parallel Lines. That had missions and side missions.
Yeah. This is a huge game. I didn't think so at first, because first time I played through it, it's pretty much like Skyrim. You can do the main mission in no time at all, but there's loads of side missions to keep you entertained, and that's where all of the time well, that's the majority of the game there and then. Right, so I don't want to be idle. Go for cover shoot. No, don't want cover shoot. Or maybe I do. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Let's just try one other. That's cool. Because that means I can get further away. Get a similar effect. I want him like about there, maybe. Zoom in a lot more. Again, this is going to be cropped, so he won't be in it. The muzzle flash won't be in it. But I'm thinking that's a bit too strong.
Sometimes you can get sidetracked.
Very, very easily. Okay. But I quite enjoyed the side missions. I mean, my favourite one, and I've probably said it a few times, but my favourite one of Skyrim was the day after getting drunk with a god. Because finding out the crap those guys got up to was absolutely fantastic. Now this seems like an awful lot of effort, but I didn't like how light her hat was, so that's why I've dropped it down. And I just want that little bit of flare on her lip. And I think that is the image I was going for. And then I notice her knees are a little bit funny. So we'll take that picture and then we'll try and reframe. See if we can get a cooler image. That's upsetting. I just went to all that effort to get a good picture of her. Maybe frame her in there. Something like that. I now need to redo the depth of focus. No, it just does not want her. It's a lapel, so that needs to be adjusted that way. Want to bring it round so that the backpack has got the dark background to it. We'll try that.
After one of Swedenborg's followers lobbed a Molotov into the Helvetia branch. Tried finding some way to reach the guy. Came up blank. Total brick wall. Hired a private eye. Also came up with squat.
And the IP link to the account? He would have used cloaking demons, but there's always a mark, a trace.
Well, I didn't know I was dealing with such a pro here. Guess what? I tried that. I managed to pinpoint the SIG to Santo Domingo, but linking it to any specific address was a non-starter. District's jam-packed with units, as I'm sure you know. Asked some locals if anyone saw or heard anything, cash in hand. Zilch, nada. Dried up all my leads.
Got it. Listen, send me the coordinates to the last data term that relayed the signal, okay? I'll take a look. Worst case, I'll lose an hour of my life. Best case, well, who knows?
Hey, if you're offering, why not? But seriously, V, I wouldn't get my hopes up. Happy hunting.
I'm liking that building, but I'm not going to take the image. This is messed up. I'm walking really slow, which means I must be overladen. I don't think I've got that much. Okay. It was that gun, wasn't it? So, we are going to disassemble quite a few of these. I think. Get rid of that. So I've got these legendary ones, which is what I'm keeping hold of. But these standard ones, not that fast. Get rid of that katana. Get rid of that one-handed one. Get rid of this revolver, because I don't think any of the ones that I've been given should be these ones here. So that one, I think, was the one that Kerry gave me. So I'm quite happy to get rid of that. So I'll get rid of this. That one is also a legendary. With legendary katana, legendary knife. That pistol isn't anything. Here we are. I like that, but I feel that it needs a subject in front of it. That's cool. But yeah, this is Night City without the lights on. Which does make for some very, very moody pictures. Just run across here. I mean, I really do not think that we're going to get anywhere. I know it's 900 meters, but we've only got 6 minutes, so we're not going to be doing that one. So I think I'm just going to call it a night now. So it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope that anyone who's watching this to get some hints and tips on taking pictures in Cyberpunk has learnt something. As I said, use muzzle flash as the lighting source. Go to that location that I showed you on the map to turn the lights off if you want to go for these sort of images. Walk everywhere, or drive if you want to take drive-in action shots. But it's the NPCs are really good. It's got some wonderful locations, so there is plenty to do in here. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, really. But I'm going to use this book and say that wer die Tochter will gewinnen, muss mit der Mutter ernst. I think I've already said that. So we'll choose another random one. Wer durch ein Loch lugt, sieht vielleicht was ihn agent. So, he who peeps through a hole may see what will vex him. I like that. That's probably some good advice there. But anyway, we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Goodbye.